Fly to me, little bird, you're the one and only cure. Yeah, I'm gonna have a good time, true and pure. Can you take me there again, to the valley of pretend? 'Cause when I go there with you, I'm reassured. Oh, the morning that you came, falling right they heard your name. Every corner of the world, bird, was your domain. Now we're making conversation, words are on your mind. Please don't hurry growing up, bird, play your games. You're gonna be the good kind, the motivating sunshine. You're gonna be a remedy of heart and mind. Darling, you're bona fide. Into trouble, find a way to bring a riddle to your day. Don't forget about the one goal, makes it all okay. Darling, nothing is forever, easy come and go. There ain't a thing you couldn't get through, always know that you're gonna be the good kind, the motivating sunshine. You're gonna be a remedy of heart and mind. Darling, you're bona fide. Yeah. Cause you're gonna be the good kind, the motivating sunshine. You're gonna be a remedy of heart and mind. Yeah, you're gonna greet the world humble and dignified. Oh, a joy to be around and a friend to walk beside. The bright, warm, rejuvenated sunshine. You're gonna be a remedy of heart and mind. Darling, you're bona fide.
Hi, I'm Monica Mansfield, and you're watching Mostly Rock and Roll. We have the huge pleasure of having Ari Hest as our musical guest tonight. Ari, we cannot thank you enough for being here with us. It has been a dream to have you here.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward.
Yeah. Well, we are in a quite unusual place. We're at the Sumner House, which has had many uses over the years. It's a historic home that was part of the Underground Railroad, is a funeral home right now, was a bed and breakfast, and this is where you're playing tonight. We filmed you at our TV station in Shrewsbury, but
Right.
Here we are interviewing you.
Yeah, this is, I'll add it to the list of one of the nuttier places to play, but it's really beautiful the way it's set up, and, you know, I kind of enjoy playing in spots that aren't meant for music necessarily. There's something, you know, sort of like a house concert. You just kind of mold into a more personal space with the audience, and especially if you're going to talk about your songs and be a little more of a storyteller. It's better this way.
Very personal.
Yeah, and you know, this is definitely taking it to maybe another level, but I'm going to enjoy it, I'm sure.
We've done several shows here, and we feel like the human spirits and the spirits of good music are here with us.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, the people you described playing here are contemporaries of mine who I greatly respect. So I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Ari, you have just been a leader in the field. All the musicians I know speak so highly. You have the respect of your colleagues. You have the great admiration of many, many fans. And I'm just verklempt sometimes when I'm listening to your music. Your vocals are so gorgeous and your songs are so well written. Have you, since you were a young man, known that music was going to be your life?
My parents are both musicians, and they sent me to a school that was not meant for me to become a professional musician. However, they did turn me on to music lessons, whether it was piano lessons or even the guitar at first. It's not like I was seeking it out so much as my mother would, say to me, "Hey, you want to ever try this out?" And I knew I could sing because as a kid I was singing. My father, one of his music professions was a jingle writer, and he used to write jingles for toy commercials. And once in a while, I would get the call to be the kid singing, about some sort of toy or, tires or something like that.
Do you remember any of them?
I remember something, there was a Bridgestone thing, but I don't remember the melody, Bridgestone tires.
Can't sing it for us?
Sweetie Pups, ooh, I love the way you feel. Sweetie Pups, ooh, I love the way you feel. It's like that kind of thing. Just me and like 8 kids huddled around a microphone. Yeah.
Where did that appear?
You can cut that no, I'm kidding.
Where did that appear?
Oh, I assume it was just on national TV, and I was kind of kept away from the business end of it. I'm also assuming that whatever money I made from that went into my college education. I was obsessed with baseball as a kid. I didn't think much of music as a profession. I just kind of wanted to sing once in a while, and I knew I liked it, but I just treated it as much more of a hobby until I became like a teenager. Less is less, it isn't nothing, somehow we'll recover. Everybody pitching in will help out one another. And before we know it, the garden will be growing, a new breeze will be blowing. Less is more than many other people out there struggling. Some don't ever find an end to holes in need of plugging. Do not play the victim, show me some conviction, and we'll get this sorted out. Oh, tonight I feel so grateful that you are all here with me, and that we're all healthy. Don't forget how lucky we are. Less is less, we've got enough to get us through December. I'll go out and find new work as soon as morning comes. And before we know it, the garden will be growing. Good times will come back around. And before we know it, the garden will be growing.
Now, did you somehow morph baseball into your music?
Well, I don't know. I don't think there's that much of a connection to it. I've always had an obsession with numbers. I remember I was pretty good at math growing up, and I think that there's obviously a lot of music has something to do with math, and the melodies that you write over chords. I was also obsessed with like baseball statistics when I was a kid, so I used to read the back of the baseball cards and memorize, who had this many home runs. It was an important thing when I was a little kid to know these things. I think the number obsession kind of filtered into my music, especially at first. I may have been thinking about songwriting as more mathy than I do now, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think of songwriting in a mathy way?
Well, I mean, like I said, like the chord changes that you write, there's a reason why they sound right to the human ear. But what I didn't really take into account as a teenager was that when you are writing a song, you're not just, I guess you could come at it just that way and just think about, what chords sound good together and what vocal line might work over that, and it could be all about the math of it. But I learned that songs are about way more than that, and the combination of the words that you write, with those melodies and bringing heart into it, and it not be such a cerebral thing, and that didn't come naturally to me. I actually had to work on that. For me, I was a shy kid in high school who needed an outlet, and I found, the outlet for me was really playing the guitar. It wasn't really singing about my blues or anything like that, or I didn't really know what to write about lyrically. I was, writing a lot of songs that were more about things that I would imagine or things that I thought someone else might write about instead of what was in there, So it took a while for me to figure out how to connect with lyrics that actually meant something to me and my experiences. And, when I was first starting out, even the first couple of records I made, I remember bringing them to my parents, particularly my mother, who was, a lover of Bob Dylan and Paul Simon and lyricists who, were some of the best. And she was pretty hard on me about it.
Oh.
Not in a way that she told me not to write or anything like that. She just said, you can do better than that. She never had a problem with the melodies I was writing. She was impressed by that, but the lyrics, she thought I could dig deeper. And I think I took it as a challenge at that point, particularly because I was pretty tight with my mom, that I wanted to do it for myself, but I also kind of wanted to show her that I could, write stuff that had more meaning. I don't want to know how come. I don't want to hear you sigh. I'm gonna settle for you try. I don't want to break you down or dig up the past. All I want to do is tear off the cast. Love is not love till I quit asking why. I just want to go from here, proud of what is mine. The heart of a line. proud on what is mine. The heart of a lion. The heart of a lion.
Ari, your work with your CDs and your work with music, you have 9 CDs, 9 works out at this
My
point.
My 9th is about to come out, yeah. As far as the solo albums, I've done a couple of EPs. I've worked with different artists in kind of duet roles.
Yeah, let's talk about,
sure.
because it's so, well, from the time we're filming this, it was just 2 weeks ago that you were at the Grammys with Judy Collins. This Silver Skies Blue CD that you did with her a year ago was honored as one of the top 5 folk albums of the year, you know, in our entire country. That's really phenomenal.
It was a thrill. It was an unexpected, you know, beautiful thing, and I really wanted to, you know, I don't think I ever have been after a Grammy, but I always kind of wanted to see what that experience would be like to be there, and I got that experience.
What was that like? How did you like being at the Grammys?
I mean, obviously there's some surreal aspects to it where you're walking down a red carpet and there's people taking your picture left and right, and I think I was lucky because I had Judy by my side the whole time, and she's been through it a bunch, and you know, being kind of an introvert myself, it was strange. I knew it was going to be kind of a strange experience, but one that I kind of wanted to see what it would be like anyway. Mm-hmm. And then just to be around that many talented musicians and hearing the performances, and it was a thrill just to be part of it. Mm-hmm. You know, I didn't really care if we won or lost. It was just like, wow, I'm here with a lot of people I respect, and this is nice that we're all getting together for this.
Now, Bluebirds of Paradise is your CD that came out before that one, right?
Right, a year before that.
And this is with your wife, Chrissy Poland, and she's beautiful. I've seen her before. Before you guys were married, she was, and she's a musician. Tell us a little bit about your union together.
We met 5 years ago in London because she's from Massachusetts and I'm from New York, and we have so many mutual friends, but we never actually had met each other in New York. You know, 10 years of this being in the same scene, but never meeting each other. Mm-hmm. And then we just happened to get invited to this songwriter in the round thing that a mutual friend of ours invited us out to London to do it. And I don't know, we connected right away, but it was more of a musical connection and a friendship connection, and things just kind of grew from there. And you know, she's a very down-to-earth human being and all heart. And although she has a lot of brains too. Stranded by this open window, all my debts unfold. I couldn't hear through the wall when my conscience called. I have visions of falling branches touching down one by one. As I let them go, water cries for my soul, stripping me down to the bone. Figure the pain I caused, all for the gain of my own. Time can't take the blame for me. My crooked path is set in stone. Friendship sour, lost and hollow, I cling dear to my home. The weeds overgrown and the roof wearing thin, the shirt on my But if I tried going now, I wouldn't know where to begin. Oh, think of the pain I caused, all for the gain of my own. Time can't take the blame for me. My crooked path is set in stone. Yeah. I hear voices of my brothers start to fade one by one, and as I let them go, water cries for my soul, stripping me down to the bone, stripping me down to the bone. Stripping me down to the bone.
Ari, your voice is a gift, and
Thank you.
your talent is a gift for a lot of listeners. How does that affect you when you know that you're really impacting people in a beautiful way?
It's all I want to do. I've thought of doing other things with my life. At times, I was a teacher for a little while. In the middle of my career, I took a break from the road, and I knew I wanted to do something that involved helping people, and I became a school teacher and loved it. But I kind of got drawn back into playing on the road again. But whether music is a part of my life in this way forever or not, I do want to. I like the feeling of giving to people, and I hope that the music I create can be, something that that makes them feel good.
Thank you for bringing that to the world. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
What would you say are some of the most important lessons that your parents taught you? Maybe one thing.
I think I have humble parents, and I think that there's I think a lot of people that you meet in this profession, there's a level of ego and that just is kind of part of being a performing songwriter or a singer. But I think for me, I'm pretty conscious of how far to take that. And I know there's some people that I've seen or know that kind of take it to an extreme that I think it's like a little over the top, and but everybody has their way, I guess. I just think that whether I'm doing this music thing or really anything else, I try to stay as humble as possible, and I'm very lucky to do this.
And you're connected with your parents pretty well. I'm sure they're very proud of you.
Yeah. They come to my shows in New York. Actually, I've been taking my mother on some road trips lately because she's just retired, so she kind of wants to see a little more of the country.
Like where you gone?
Well, last week we were in Scituate for a show there, and I remember taking my father to Denver once, and just wherever they, when they have time off, and it's just financially permitting, I'll bring them along, and they love it. So it's great.
Great. Well, Ari, we can't thank you enough. You being here with us, we're just over the moon about.
It's my pleasure. I'm excited to play.
Well, we're super excited, and thank you for coming to Shrewsbury. And anytime that you're in the region, we will roll out the red carpet for you.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
going down to the riverbank this morning, way before the family is awake. Gonna lay me down at the foot of the water and spill out all my troubles for everyone's sake. Well, you can't have love when you never can surrender. I've been spreading around my anger like a plague. I've sailed this far with my boat on fire, fighting flames each day, too stubborn to expire. I will soak my soul, let the river take control, the river take control. I know it's not too late, let go the weight, yeah, let go the weight. Well, the sun will rise and shine on me this morning. It will seep its way into my heart and untie all the knots that have hardened me through the years, and I'll embrace the wisdom the sun will impart. Yes, and with this heat burning inside me, I'll warm all the people that I love in their darkest of hours and weakest of minds. I'll light up their nights with every star I can find.